Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome to Who Shot You? But we're doing something a little different today. We're playing You Don't Know My Life with the creators of the game, Dennis Hensley and Jeb Havens. How are y'all doing?
We're good. We're excited.
Oh, I'm super excited too. This is a game that also existed as a tabletop game, right? Before we branched out into Zoom territory.
Now that we're living our lives on Zoom.
Everything's happening on Zoom. I'm going to a Zoom orgy later. Theoretically. But yeah, we started it as a boxed game. We crowdfunded it. We got it up on Amazon last year. And now we're taking it into Zoom territory.
Ooh, okay. Well, I'm super excited to play this with you and the Who Shot Ya crew. Do you want to run down the rules with us and let us know how to get this thing going?
Sure. I'll let my co-creator, Jeb, explain that because he has a very concise way of doing it.
Sure. Well, we launched this. This is essentially a game about getting to know your friends and to do it in a fun way with a little bit of a sassy attitude, but have fun getting to know your friends a little bit better. So the game takes place basically in a couple steps. First, a question is posed to everybody. Everyone writes down a short answer to the same question. In this virtual version, you're all going to text a short answer to the same question to the number that's on the screen. And then the answers get shuffled up and revealed, and then you're going to take turns guessing who said what answer.
Okay, so are you ready for the question?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Imagine you're single. You meet the love of your life standing in line at a revival house. What movie is showing and why? So take a few minutes to think about that, or a few seconds, and then text an answer to the number on the screen. So everybody has submitted their answers. We're going to read them through one at a time and see what kind of craziness we're dealing with. Here we go. The first answer. Saturday Night Fever. I love that the film was a phenomenon, but as a film, it's really dark. I relate to Tony Manero, and it also means that the love of my life might be wearing tight pants. Okay, so as a group now, we come up with a hashtag together, something clever that will help us remember the answer.
Hashtag crotch fever.
Crotch fever. I like crotch fever.
Crotch fever. Yeah, and tight. Crotch fever.
Crotch fever.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
Crotch fever.
Okay, and here is the second answer. Cinema Paradiso is playing, and the love of my life can understand the original Italian. We both cry at the end. Oh. 2 tickets to Paradiso?
Oh, yes.
Thank you.
God!
See, the next answer is Serendipity. The encounter is completely random. Nothing about it seems practical, but after many twists and turns, it works out perfectly. Heart emoji, heart emoji. Oh.
Hashtag Hacky Cusack.
Hacky Cusack. The Last Days of Disco. It's fun, it's flirty, and it's from the 90s. All things that I love.
How about 78 Night Fever?
I like 78 Night Fever, yes. And the next answer is Funny Face. High gloss farce set in the world of Paris fashion, Gershwin songs, Audrey Hepburn on pedal pushers. What's not to like?
Make it pink. This video, that only makes sense if you know the movie.
Yeah,
think pink, right?
Think pink.
Think pink.
And the final answer is The Big Lebowski, because it's Lebowski Fest, and we closing the night with the movie and White Russians. Nice.
Hashtag watch the rug. Watch the rug, man.
Watch the rug.
Together.
Yeah,
All right. So we have all 6 of our answers, and now how it works with the guessing is, Drea, you will get to guess first. You will say the name of a hashtag and then who you think it is. And once you do that, I'll explain the next step.
I'm going to do this only because of my desire to win is no joke.
Right.
Hashtag watch the rug is one Ify Nwadiwe.
Okay, Ify. Now, if Drea is right, you say, yes, that's correct. And if Drea is wrong, you get to say the title of the game, You Don't Know My Life. So is Drea correct?
Yes, she is.
Well done. All right. So now we always get to hear a little bit more about the story. So you love The Big Lebowski.
Yeah, love me some Big Lebowski. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. I rewatched it last weekend.
And did you see it right when it came out? Because when it came out, it wasn't a big hit.
Yeah, no, I saw it. I remember I was joining a improv group in 2007, and they're like, to understand our humor, you have to watch The Big Lebowski. And
It was like your initiation movie.
Yeah. And luckily I loved it, but looking back, I was like, no, that didn't help me understand your humor at all.
All right. So Drea, since you got that one right, we usually let you keep going till you guess wrong, but should we mix it up since we've got...
Yeah.
All
Mix
right.
it up.
We'll mix it up. So Alonso, we'll let you guess next.
Okay, I'm gonna exercise my prerogative as the person at Who Shot You who knows the You Don't Know My Life creators a little bit better, and I'm gonna guess that Crotch Fever is one Dennis Hensley.
Crotch fever, crotch fever. Yes, it is. It's totally me.
Nice.
This is a movie that I saw when it came out, and I guess I was into it. But then as an adult, I just cannot get enough of it. And about 6 months ago, there was a special on the Reels channel about the making of, and it was a really good one where they found the costumer and they found these people. And my skin was on fire just watching all of these factoids about the movie. And also I relate to Tony Manero because just the idea of growing up in a place where you don't feel like the people understand you, you don't feel like you're in the wrong place or something. I kind of related to that feeling, and
You don't get what it is you want to do with your life.
Yes, or something. Yeah, exactly. I want to dance. So, very well done. Now, Ify, it's your turn to guess.
Okay. Oof. Okay. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna say hashtag Hacky Cusack is a Casey O'Brien.
Casey, is that you?
You don't know my life.
Said. Yes. You don't know.
Don't know my life, Ify.
Okay. So, Casey, it moves on to you.
Hashtag two ticks to Paradiso is Alonso Duralde.
Alonso, are you 2 ticks to Paradiso?
You don't know my life.
I know. You guys have been working together a while. All right, here we go. So, Jeb, it's your turn to guess.
I'm going to guess that Think Pink. Is that Drea?
Drea, are you Think Pink?
Well, it makes sense, but you do not know my life.
Wow, okay. So you have to remember what's been guessed so you don't guess the same thing again. Okay, my turn.
Oh, true.
Nobody's guessed 70 Night Fever. I'm going to say that is Casey.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh,
Hey, that's
well done. All right. So what is it that you love about the movie?
my wife, when we first were getting to know each other and in our first conversation, I was like, oh, what kind of movies do you like? What movie directors? And she said, I like movies from this director, Whit Stillman. And I was like, that's very specific. And I love Whit Stillman. So we got married because we love Whit Stillman. So I think that's why that came to mind.
It's true, though, but somebody's taste, especially if it's something specific like that, can really tell you a lot about somebody.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's a great indicator. So that was my guess. It moves back to Drea.
All right. Where are we? Okay.
Got 3 left.
I'm going to say,
the names that are bold are
I
still
am
in.
going to say Think Pink, Mr. Duralde.
Duralde, are you Think Pink?
You are correct.
Done. I love this. You just love this as a fun kind of concoction movie.
I do. It's, Audrey Hepburn made 3 movies with Stanley Donen. One of them was Charade, which we talked about on a recent episode as being just this perfect little bauble. They also did one of my favorite movies that I almost went with, but I knew Dre would have picked it up in 5 seconds, in a film called Two for the Road. But I also love Funny Face. Because it's Audrey Hepburn and Fred Astaire, and it's Paris, and it's fashions, and it's the Think Pink number. If you've never seen it, go to YouTube right now and watch it. It will blow your mind, from the great Kay Thompson. So it's the sort of thing where if that's the kind of movie you're into, I suspect we'll have some points in common.
Yes, and I'm sure you'd go out for something afterwards, like a souffle or some tasty morsel of
Frothy,
something.
yes.
Yes, frothy and light. I love it. Okay, Drea, you guessed that correctly, and it moves on to Alonso. You get 2 guesses. You have a 50-50 chance.
I'm going to say that Two Ticks to Paradiso is Ms. Clark.
Ms. Clark, are you 2 Ticks to Paradiso?
I sure am.
Yay!
You know me.
This is one of my favorite films as well. I love it. I have a poster of it in my house, and the montage at the end makes me cry every time.
Maybe you're the love of my life.
Maybe that's it. Maybe we were meant to be together.
Who knew? But yeah, I love, this is just one of the handful of movies that I will not only always love, but, in the interest of this question, someone who loves Cinema Paradiso like I do, it's already answering a lot of things.
Yes.
You're emotional on a level that I enjoy, nostalgic, you value cinema and art. There's family elements of it. It's magical. It's all sorts of stuff.
And so Jeb, you're the final answer, Serendipity. I didn't know you were a fan of this film.
Yeah,
what do you love about it?
I do love this film, but also because I was thinking about so when I met my husband about 7 years ago, it was a completely random encounter that made no sense. There was no reason both of us should have been there. And then I had just moved to a different city a few weeks before that. And so it didn't make any sense for us to try and date long distance, but then we kept kind of coming back and re-encountering each other through mutual friends or events or something. And then after a couple of months, we were just all right, let's go for it. And then made it happen. So yeah.
The universe wanted it for you, and you just had to give in.
Yeah.
All right.
It's the hearts emoji at the end.
All right.
So
there you go. So we just played one round of that, but let's see how we did with the scores.
Ooh, ready to reveal
Ready
the
for the
scores?
reveal? We have it all technically on there. Here we go.
Gosh.
Here we go. The final results.
Boom. So Drea and Alonso tied with 2 apiece. Well done. So
Congratulations.
you can
That feels
brag
good.
about that.
Yeah.
I don't think we won't.
You could call out the window to people on the street and tell them. Yeah. So thanks for diving in and trying something new and different. It was really fun.
That was great. Thanks,
That was something
guys.
like it.
Fun. Yeah, that was great.
Where can people find out more about You Don't Know My Life, Dennis and Jeb?
Well, they can find out at youdon'tknowmylife.com, and we're currently taking bookings for virtual nights where we facilitate just like we did here. And we won't play, obviously, but we did today because it's a little more fun with more people. But we've done birthday parties, we've done corporate team building, and we've done 16, 17 people at once, and it's just always been fun.
All right, well, thank you so much. And like you heard here, you can check the game out at www.youdon'tknowmylife.com. Get on it, have some fun. Don't just watch, partake.